guys, it's LegoMatic 9, and today I'm going to be showing you guys my custom Lego Marty McFly and Doc Brown minifigures in their 2015 outfits from Back to the Future 2. Now, I made these guys as a commission for my buddy Jerdfigs. I'll post a link down his YouTube, his Instagram, and his Flickr in the description. And he's making me some figures in return, so if you guys want to see what those are, go check him out. He'll be posting those on one of those whenever he finishes them up. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into the close-ups on these guys. So we're going to start off with Marty McFly. Now, to clear the air, yeah, I know, I don't have a hoverboard. That's like the one key accessory to Marty McFly in Back to the Future 2, and I don't have it. And the reason for that is because Jared, the guy I'm sending these to, has a hoverboard, so I'm not about to go buy one just so he can have two. Like, it doesn't really make any sense. I'm not going to be customizing it or anything, and he already has one, so it just kind of doesn't make any sense for me to go out and spend a few bucks to buy one, wait for it to get shipped here, and wait on the video to get that, and then ship it out to him so he has two. So I don't have a hoverboard, but whenever Jared gets these guys, he'll be sure to post a picture of Marty with the hoverboard. And Doc is missing a few accessories too, which Jared also has, and I don't want to order since he already has them. So these guys aren't necessarily 100% complete, but whenever Jared gets them, they will be, because he's got all of these finishing touches to them. But anyway, now that we're done with that, let's get on to the figure and what I actually do have for these guys. So starting with Marty here, one of the big things with this guy that I really wanted to do successfully was the Nike self-lacing Air Mags. And I think these turned out pretty nice. I went through, I think, 3 drafts on these things because working with grays and whites is challenging when it comes to paints, because grays like to be chalky and whites also like to be, like, clumpy. So I was experimenting with different grays and watering down paints and stuff like that, and I finally found a combo that worked, and I think these turned out really awesome. I was also experimenting with designs and such, too, while I was doing that, and this ended up being a pretty good design. Got to give a shout out to Dylan, or the Moose Figs. He helped me out with the design on these things quite a bit, so thanks to him, he helped me design the overall shape of these things. So I painted these with light gray, dark gray, and white, and then I was really sure to spray these with a sealant just so the paint wouldn't come off, because I spent so much time on these things I didn't want the paint to chip off of these while I was handling this guy. So yeah, there's the self-lacing Nikes. One thing I left off was the Nike logo that ran across like the strap that went around the ankle. Left that off because I felt like it'd be too much of a pain in the ass to paint and it would kind of crowd up that area. But I do have the Nike swoosh on the side. And then also the colors that are back on the back of the shoe, left those off because there's a giant hole in his leg, so he doesn't need those. Moving up on the legs, I have the inside-out pockets glued on using fabric. So that was one request that Jared wanted me to add, was just 3D pockets. So those look pretty cool. Moving up on the torso here, I painted that in red, added some wrinkles and the skin tone. Then the jacket was made out of a Cape Madness trench coat that I cut up to shape it to this. Then I added the pockets with another layer of cloth, and then I've got the little band that goes around the waist area there. Now the sleeves, I used E-tape for like the little straps that go over the part that like inflates with the jacket, or like it extends the sleeves or whatever to fit people with longer arms, I guess. Got those little straps glued on there, and then I have like the actual extenders or the inflators painted on there. So I got those around the wrist and then on the elbow and then up towards the shoulder area. It's kind of hard to see with the lighting because it's pretty dark, but you can kind of see them. And yeah, nothing really else. The face is just the standard Lego Marty McFly face, and then the hat and hair combo was custom. It's a Lego hat with some hair, I think it was like the Mutt Williams style hair, cut up and then glued on, and then Procreate was used to fill in the gaps. Then it was painted up, painted the hat in silver, then added all of the other colors later. So I think it turned out pretty nice. So there is Marty McFly. Next is, of course, Dr. Emmett Brown. Now, Doc Brown was a lot more simple than Marty was, just because he didn't really have all too much to paint on him. The only really big thing on him was the shirt here. So if we go ahead and fold away this trench coat, you guys can just see the weird design he has for the shirt. I'm not really sure what language that is, or if it even is a language with all of the little white letters and stuff. If someone actually knows that, I think it's either like, if it's anything, it's either like Chinese, Japanese, Mandarin, whatever, some Asian language. I'm not exactly sure, so don't yell at me for not knowing. He's got all this painted on in white, then he's got some black floral patterns, and then if I get the light on this just right, you guys can see that he does have a tie on there. Now, he has like a clear tie in the movie, so I used some plastic and made that tie. Cut it out and glued it on, and I just think it's awesome. It's kind of hard to see, just like head on, but if you got light reflecting on it, you can definitely see it. Now, since we got the trench coat open, I'll just show you guys the shoes here. It's easier to show you guys these with this out of the way. You guys can see he's got the black boots. If I can get my focus, black boots with red laces and some gunmetal holes for that. Now the trench coat is just a Cape Madness trench coat painted in yellow with the white painted on. Sleeves are just painted onto flesh arms. Now the accessories I'm missing for this guy are the watches. He's got one watch on each wrist, or he's supposed to at least, but Jared has those, so he'll be adding those whenever he gets the chance. So that's the accessory I'm missing for Doc. There isn't really any other paintwork on this guy. He's just got the Lego head and hair, but as you can see, the hair is kind of modified. You've got little gaps right there and right there, and that is for his one accessory I actually did make for him, and that is his glasses. So here's Doc with the glasses on. As you can see, they just fit in between the head and the hair. You got to put them on the head first and then slide the hair piece over them. But yeah, I made these out of a soda can. It was just metal that I was able to bend really easily and cut up, and I think it looks pretty awesome. I wanted them to be 3D and removable just so Jared could have the option to display it with or without them, and then also still be able to use the two alternate faces on this guy. And yeah, so I think these turned out pretty awesome. Alright guys, that is going to be it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to go check out Jerdfigs. He's the guy I'm making these for, so all of his links will be down in the description to his YouTube, his Instagram, and his Flickr, so definitely go check him out. And while you guys are down in the description, go ahead and follow all of my other social media accounts. I've got Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and Flickr, so definitely go check those out. And leave me a comment telling me which of these guys is your favorite, and if you guys have any other suggestions for figures you'd like to see me make, just let me know. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys later.